Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we got a brand new update for 007 First Light. Developer IO Interactive has officially released Patch 1.0.2, bringing a long list of crash fixes, gameplay improvements, progression fixes, and bug corrections across multiple chapters of the game. So let's get into the actual fixes. One of the biggest areas addressed in this patch is game stability. Several crashes that players have been reporting since launch have now been resolved. The first major fix targets a crash that could happen when loading the operations checkpoint during Chapter 2, A Night Out. If you were unable to continue your playthrough because of this issue, it should be now be fully fixed. The developers also addressed a frequent GPU related crash that was tied to rendering and pipeline issues, and this was one of the more common crashes reported by PC players, so hopefully this will improve overall stability significantly. Another PC specific crash involved texture loading errors, and that has also been fixed. PlayStation 5 players weren't left out either. A crash that could occasionally happen during the opening cinematic of Chapter 0 against the odds has now been resolved. Steam players should also be happy to hear that achievement progression has been fixed. Some achievements were not unlocking despite meeting all requirements. After this update, achievements should trigger properly, although the developers note that launching the game while connected online may be necessary for validation. Moving on to gameplay fixes, several progression blockers have been removed. In Chapter 8, Time to Die, players could accidentally fall off the roof of the Emperor Suite, making it impossible to continue the mission. That has now been corrected. Chapter 3, All the Time in the World, received multiple fixes. There was a progression blocker where skipping the airfield cinematic at the exact wrong moment could cause Bond to load outside the world, and that has been fixed. The airplane chase sequence also received a correction because previously your vehicle could become trapped between the helicopter's propellers, instantly ending the mission, and that bug should now be fixed. Another issue that could leave Bond stuck after the auction sequence has also been resolved. In Chapter 9, Wave of the Future, there were several important fixes because one bug allowed players to accidentally break an optional shooting range opportunity by destroying a spare android before it was deployed. And once that happened, there was no way to recover the objective. So the patch now prevents that issue. Another progression blocker involving the security office has also been fixed. If players saved, exited, and later reloaded after being escorted to the office, the guard could fail to continue his scripted behavior, leaving Bond permanently stuck. This should no longer happen. The patch also addresses several strange combat and animation issues. In Chapter 8, certain counterattacks against a story character could cause both characters to slide unnaturally down hallways or even float into the air, and that has been fixed. Another issue allowed a thrown object to knock the same character through environmental geometry, particularly near a specific rock where the item spawned, and that clipping bug has been eliminated. In Chapter 10, for England, there was a useful combat fix as well, because during the first stage of the boss encounter, red explosive pipes would sometimes fail to detonate when you shot them with the missile pen gadget. So they should now explode correctly. There are also several visual and NPC related improvements. The close combat during the Malta training in Chapter 1 could occasionally zoom in too close and refuse to reset properly, so the camera issue has now been fixed. In Chapter 4, The Past Never Dies, a floating market NPC could become suspended in midair while continuing a walking animation. That's been fixed. Another hostile NPC in Chapter 8 could become stuck walking in place near a doorway, preventing normal progression into the next cutscene. That issue has also been resolved. The developers additionally fixed an annoying audio bug where distracted NPCs could repeatedly trigger alleged sounds and icons in rapid succession, creating constant notification spam during stealth gameplay. Finally, the tactical simulation mode received a couple of fixes. The first one addresses an infinite loading icon that could appear when pausing the game while inside TAXIM, either at MI6 headquarters or during missions. And the second fixes a bug involving flash mines. If players equip the size upgrade and then restarted a mission, flash mines could stop working entirely. So the average should now work correctly after mission restarts. Overall, this is not a content update, but this is a very important stability patch that targets many of the crashes, progression blockers, achievement problems, and gameplay bugs that players have encountered since launch. So, if you've been experiencing any of these issues, make sure to download the latest update as soon as possible. Now, let me know down in the comments whether this patch fixed any problems you've been having with 007 First Light and if you're still running into any bugs after updating. I know that a lot of the people that follow me had issues with the achievements, especially PC players, so hopefully this will fix those issues for you. As always, if you found this video update helpful, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future 007 First Light news, guides, walkthroughs, and patch updates. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. I will see you on the next video.